Mademoiselle, and ça c'est deuxième Chanel. And today we're going to be talking about why it may not be a good idea for you to make deals with the LWA or Orisha deities, whatever the case may be, whatever they are called in your specific belief and or religion. Now, before we get into that, if you guys love my lovely shirt, okay, it is in the merch shop, okay, the Haitian merch shop, which is always linked down below. It says I don't twerk, moi gouiller, which basically means I don't twerk, I whine, okay? I'm Haitian, you feel me? I retired twerking a little while ago, plus I'm a little too old to be twerking, but I still twerk, you know, but Mbappé's in when you're wham, so you know I do that a little bit in the corners, you feel me? And also I'd love to give a quick shout outs to Haitian BOKOR Leonard Elmera. He is a legitimate BOKOR that makes content here on YouTube, and he just had to start his channel over, so I would literally love if you guys go and you follow his YouTube channel. It really sucks that he really had to start over, and he is really cool. He's been a friend of this channel for quite some time now. And listen, a lot of y'all are always contacting me about voodoo advice, things like that, and it'd be really great if you just direct your questions over to him, because there's a lot of things I'm just not gonna answer for y'all because either I don't know or I'm just not comfortable answering. So you know, he is a very good resource for Haitian voodoo because he is a BOKOR. If you guys are not aware, a BOKOR is one of the leaders in Haitian voodoo spirituality, aside from an Ogon and a Mumbo. So of course, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So, deals with LWA. Now, if you are of Haitian descent, or if you know anyone that partakes in any type of religions that are very similar to voodoo religions, you would know that making deals with LWA, deities, orishas, or anything of the sort is actually very common. And a lot of people may be watching this and thinking to themselves, well, why not just make deals with God or your ancestors, or make deals with yourself? You know, you can always count on yourself, but it's a lot more complicated than you think. Now, I don't even think I need to go down the rabbit hole, because I feel like I explain it all the time of why a lot of people don't just go through God, but let me just touch on it a little bit, okay? Now, of course, voodoo does deal with God. Many, if not most, voodoo practitioners do believe in God, and for the most part, God is the governing party of voodoo practice. However, just like when I talked about what the difference is between an Ogon and a BOKOR, understand that God is not going to always give you what the fuck you want, all right? Okay, God, as well as a Ogon, is going to always operate on the higher moral ground, as well as always guide you towards whatever path is for you. What's not for you is not for you. And if you're not meant to have something, if something is not meant to happen, it's just not going to happen through God. And let's be real, a lot of us are selfish, okay? A lot of us have these tendencies of just wanting what we want when we want it, no matter if God says no, no matter if people in our family says no, no matter if our kids say no. We want what we want, and we want it now. Therefore, there's a lot of people out there that instead of listening to God, instead of listening to Ogon, instead of listening to people around them, instead of listening to themselves, they seek out other means. Hence why they go and they make deals with LWA, they make deals with Jab, which is literally like monsters of, I guess that translates to spirits that do bad things. They basically just go aside from what they know is good and pure to get what it is they want. Now, things like this can be like getting money, which is what you should never do. You should never use voodoo to get money, okay? Like this, child, that could be a whole dedicated video for a whole nother time, because I got stories for days, but I don't want to hear nobody out. But to you know, maim someone, or to hurt someone, to kill someone. Of course, for love spells, that can also be a whole dedicated video. To get a certain career, to get a certain house, or anything of monetary value, like those types of things. A lot of people go to LWA. A lot of people seek out extreme measures such as black magic or going to the devil. Now, this is something a lot of people get confused. A lot of people see voodoo, all of those subsects of beliefs as just demonic, but that's not true. The issue here is there's a lot of people that do these deals with LWA, right, or with other types of spiritual beings and other sects of spirituality, right, or they take other spiritual means like black magic, okay, like understand black magic and voodoo is two completely different things, okay? They'll use black magic in conjunction with voodoo to do bad things or to make bad dealings, and it makes it look like, oh, all voodoo is bad. No, voodoo is a pure religion. It is a spiritual calling. It is a way of life. It is a thing that a lot of people do on a daily basis that brings absolutely no harm. But you have a lot of people out there that serve voodoo for their own selfish needs, and that's why there's a lot of horrible things that happen to them, and that's why you see a lot of heinous things happen to a lot of people who serve voodoo. And there's a lot of people out there that are like, nah, it can't be good, it can't be this, it can't be that, because oh, my aunt did this, my uncle did that, my brother did this, my sister, my daughter, whatever, was serving and this bad thing happened to them. But I hate to break it to you, I've said it before and I'm gonna say it again, a lot of you guys have a lot of people in your lives that really aren't good people. Like, point blank period, I know a lot of people that are shitty people. I don't know why you can't accept that you have a lot of shitty people in your life. And quite frankly, you have all these shitty people in your life that are doing a lot of shitty things, and since they're doing a lot of shitty things, voodoo is going to bite them back in the ass. Voodoo is a very karmic religion, okay? Whatever you do is going to bounce right back onto you one way or another. If it's not today, it's gonna be the next day. If it's not the next day, it's gonna be the next day. Eventually, all of the bad that you do is going to catch up onto you. So when you sit there and you use voodoo for bad, or you make these deals with LWA, and you're like, hey, you know, Mama Brigitte, if you give me the lottery numbers and I hit $1 million, I'm gonna make sure that I actually take care of my kid that I've legit neglected for the past 20 years, and you don't do that shit, there's going to be hell to pay. Oh my God, Lord Jesus, if you make sure that I get this house, I promise you, I will go to church every single Sunday. What happens? God gives you that house and you ain't never in church. I go ahead and prometo, se o bom machin sa, pap jam diomo encore. Okay, I'll never curse again if you give me this car. What do? You cursing like a motherfucking sailor as soon as you get the car. Okay, like there's a lot of people that do stuff like that, right? You know, they make deals with God, they make deals with LWA, but they can't keep those promises. Why? Because we're flawed. Why? Because we're human. Why? Because a lot of us lack the damn discipline. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of us that are very disciplined, that can keep a promise, that can literally make a deal with God, make a deal with LWA, make a deal with any Orisha, whatever the case may be, and could keep that shit, live a fulfilled life. But let's be real, a lot of us will sit here and make a deal, and next thing you know, our life goes to shit because we told God we would go to church if he gave us this house, if he gave us this car. Okay, we told Isa, hey, I will take care of that child support. I will take care of that kid. I will make sure that I clean my room every day. Whatever the case may be. Whatever deal it is that you made. And I'm going to fulfill that. But in actuality, you had absolutely no intention of doing that. All right. And it could be something as minuscule as just praying and saying you're going to do that thing and not fulfilling it. That can be an issue. And that's just surface level right there. That's surface level of why I think it's just a horrible idea, because a lot of us are just saying that in a moment. A lot of us are just like, oh my God, I'm desperate. I need this money. I need this car. I need this house. I need this whole situation to happen. So listen, I know my mom serves this LWA. I know my dad serves that LWA. I know my family has a very tight connection with this LWA. So let me see if I could connect with them and let me, you know, and get them to get this specific situation for me. Listen, I've done it. And I've suffered the consequences. Child, I've learned, don't make promises you cannot keep, not with God, not with the LWA, not with anyone, okay? If you can't keep the promise, just don't make the goddamn promise, okay? Because you will literally suffer the consequences. You could always renegotiate those deals, but again, don't renegotiate if you're not ready to renegotiate those terms, okay? It's kind of like making a deal with a lender, all right? But at the same time, it's not something to be lent. It's not like you're paying it back. It's one of those things where it's like, you said you would do this, so they expect you to do it, okay? You said you would go here, so they expect you to go there. And they gave you whatever it is that you wanted already, and you can't give it back, okay? If you said you wanted that car, what you gonna do? Go give the car back? You gonna give the house back? You're gonna give the money back? Absolutely not. So it's like, don't make promises that your ass can't cash, all right? Another reason you don't want to make any promises with LWA is because LWA are very, very tricky and vindictive. There's certain LWA, especially the ones in the Guinea family, okay? I've mentioned numerous times that Guinea family, they could be a little tricky, okay? They're, you know, very interesting, of course. And then you have the LWA of the Barons, okay? The Barons are also all over the place. They're crazy as hell. Some of them, they like to play all day. You got the Petroloi, the Radoloi, like some of them are real old and they're strict. And then you have the ones that are just hot and bothered all the damn time. Some of them are not fucking around, okay? Some of them are not fucking around. So when they come to collect, they come to collect, okay? And you want to be able to be like, hey, listen, demonstrated want, demonstrated need, you know? You want to be able to be like, hey, I wanted this, you gave me that, and I fulfilled on that promise. You want to also be able to actually rely on them when you actually need something. I feel like a lot of us, we sit here and we ask for things when it's not even that serious and we could have did it on our own. We just are very, very lazy. A lot of us are like, God, I really want this. But you know damn well we could have did that shit ourselves. Okay, we know damn well we could have like went here, done this, whatever, but it's like we just want to take the easy way out because praying, you know, getting on my knees is a little bit easier. You know, well, I ain't talked to God in a couple weeks. That's probably why this is happening. But it's like you should reserve those situations for something very dire, like when someone's on their deathbed, when you're about to lose your house, when you don't have a car to get to work, not because, oh, I got a flat tire and I don't feel like fixing it, I want a new car, not, oh, well, I really want to win the lottery because I'm tired of working, not, oh, well, you know, I'm really, really tired today, I don't feel like going to work, please find a way. You know, like you really don't want to sit here making deals when you really don't need to be making deals. Making deals with LWA can be a very horrible idea when you don't know the relationship that your LWA intimately has with your family and most importantly your parents, okay? There's a lot of us who have parents that honestly are not who we think they are, okay? A lot of our parents have probably done some dastardly deeds and we don't even know about it. And honestly, the LWA are probably just protecting us or have some sort of relationship with us just because they fuck with children and it's just their job to protect us, but they don't really even fuck with us like that because they don't really fuck with our parents like that, or whoever it is that serves us in our family like that. But it's like, you know, we're kind of walking on thin ice, but like now we out here making deals and it's like, ooh, they don't even fuck with you. Hey, and then Ushitala, you can't even deliver on the deal. Yeah, it's literally making a deal on thin thread, okay? Don't do it unless you really know exactly what you're asking for, exactly what the relationship is like. Do you know if whoever it is that has this connection with this LWA, do you know if they literally take care of their altar? Do they even have an altar? When's the last time they went to a ceremony? Do they give their money when they need to? Like, there's a lot of things that goes into this. And if you're the one that has a direct connection to that LWA, are you in compliance with that LWA? I meant I had to say in compliance, but no, seriously, are you the one that's in compliance? Are you actually doing what you need to do? Are you a good person? Are you in the moral high ground? Like, you don't have to be perfect, but like, let's be real. What are you doing behind closed doors that you think nobody thinks you're doing? Are you even in position to be making deals with anyone, let alone a higher spiritual guard? Ask yourself these questions. The next one you have to be very, very mindful of is why you really need this. Because if it's like frivolous on some real like, oh, well, I just want this, I don't need it, then more than likely it's either not gonna happen, or if it does happen, it's gonna be one of those things like to teach you a lesson, like, oh, okay, well, you said you wanted to win the lottery, watch this. It's gonna be one of those things where the law might give you whatever it is that you're asking for, but with a lesson attached, okay? They might sit there and be like, okay, all right, we're gonna give you the $10,000, we're gonna give you that car, we're gonna give you that house, we're gonna give you that man, we're gonna give you that woman, we're gonna give you that child. But hey, it's not gonna be without consequence, it's not gonna be without hardship. You're gonna get whatever it is that you want, sweetheart, but hey, be careful what you wish for. You have to be careful by what means you are going to get whatever it is that you're asking. Are you going through an Ogo? Are you going through God? Are you going directly to this LWA? This is extremely important because if you go through an ogon, they're more than likely going to be like, how the fuck no? Especially if it's not for you, right? If you're going through God is probably not going to give it to you because if it's not for you, it's not for you. Like I said in the beginning. If you're going through a BOKOR, BOKORs are more than likely down for whatever because they're more so about the people. I'm not saying ogons are not about the people, but like BOKORs are down for whatever. Just like I explained in my video, I did a video about BOKORs versus ogons. Like ogons are more so ordained and chosen by the LWA, they're chosen by God. And BOKORs are more so people that are highly interested in voodoo. They're self-trained, they're self-taught. Sometimes they have like ogons in their family and things like that. But a lot of them, I don't want to say they're money hungry, but for a lot of them only care about the lash. A lot of them only care about the money. And a lot of them are going to do whatever it is that you ask them to do. Udio for your job, they're gonna for your job. Okay, you tell them to go kill somebody, they're gonna kill somebody. You tell them, oh, I really want this, you're gonna get that. You tell them, I really want to go to this place, they might teleport your ass. Like, listen, a BOKOR is more than likely gonna do whatever it is that you want them to do. But at the same time, you gotta be real careful because certain LWA don't like certain things. Certain LWA don't operate on these types of frequencies. Like if you have a certain type of LWA in your family, right? And mind you, there's thousands of LWA. Okay, there's too many. Like I don't think, if I was to do a video on every single LWA, I think I would have videos for the rest of my life. My kids would be making videos. If any of my kids decided to take up on my channel and like continue this, they would be making videos and then their kids would be making videos. That's how many LWA there are. Like there's just so many LWA, right? And it's like a lot of them have different temperances. A lot of them have different rules, okay? Remember, LWA translates to law in English, right? LWA just means law. So essentially, there's certain ones that don't like certain things, okay? Certain ones don't like certain dealings. Certain ones will be like, okay, I'll make you a deal, but let's party first. Okay, yeah, I'll make you a deal, but you have to do this for me first. Okay, I'll make you a deal, but you're gonna have to pay me first. Okay, I'll make you a deal, but you're gonna have to feed me first. Okay, I'll make it. Like a lot of them, either they have ridiculous stipulations. A lot of them won't do it if you don't go through the proper channels. A lot of them won't do it if you're not acting properly. A lot of them won't, like, it's just, the proper channels is really, really important here. Aside from the other things that I mentioned, like how you go about this is extremely important. A lot of them, even though you could kind of do dealings with LWA without even being initiated, you gotta be careful. Because if you're not initiated, that means that you probably don't even have the proper protection from a LWA, right? Unless it's just extended protection from a family member. And even if you are initiated, it's like, how you know you're not doing business with a LWA that's been sent after you by someone to kill you? Like, you know, so it's like you gotta be very careful with these types of things because you could be trying to do certain things with the LWA. Next thing you know, that shit just backfires on you. When asking for certain things, money, killing someone, love spells, things like that, those things fall under, I would say, karmic things. Those are things that boomerang against you. Those are things where you just, I say stay away from it. I know guys, we probably can't, okay? There's a lot of us watching this that we can't, okay? We all want to win the lottery, okay? A lot of us will come across someone where we feel like, I can't breathe when you talk to me. Yeah, whatever. A lot of us will come across somebody that we love so deeply where we feel like we can't live without them. A lot of us will come across things that we feel like we have to have, we feel like belong to us no matter what. However, again, a lot of things are not for you, okay? If you guys haven't noticed, it's the common theme here. And that's what happens to too many people. A lot of people resort to making deals with LWA, trying to making deals with God, making deals with the devil, resorting to black magic and shaman work, all of that, when they know damn well they're not supposed to have something. It's almost always like when they know they're not supposed to have something, when they prayed and prayed and prayed and God is not answering. No, God heard you. He's just not giving it to you because you don't deserve it, okay? You've worked so hard. You know, you try to reason with this person, they don't want to be with you. You played the lottery so many times, you still not winning. You've worked so damn hard at your credit, you still can't get approved to that car, that house, whatever the case may be. It's not for you. And it's sometimes better to just accept it. Because sometimes the LWA, again, will give it to you, but with a lot of stipulations or with a very heavy lesson attached. And sometimes you will get that lesson. You'll just be like, yeah, maybe I should have just stayed where I was at. Okay, maybe I should have just not asked for this thing because mes amis, I'm so free now. Okay, like trust me, I've known too many people that have made deals with LWA. I've known too many people that have made deals that kind of fucked over their family. And you guys probably, okay, well, how about if, you know, you die before the deal is fulfilled, or you die during a deal being fulfilled, whatever the case may be. Listen, it goes to your family. Whatever consequences that you were supposed to suffer, it goes down to your family. And then that goes into the whole generational curse thing. Did I make a video about generational curses and things like that? I think I did. I feel like I've talked about it. If I haven't, I'll probably do a video about that. Because the whole curses and voodoo thing, oh my God. Difficult. Those things are almost impossible to break. And a lot of the time, they originate from bad dealings with LWA. Okay, people sit here, they make these deals, they tell these LWA, this is what we're going to do, this is what we're going to do. I make sure that I'm going to fulfill whatever it is that I said I'm going to do, and they can't fulfill it, okay? They tell these LWA they're going to pay this amount of money. They tell these LWA they're going to execute this, whatever, and they just never do it, okay? So please, mon amis, please be very, very careful with that. With that being said, please, like I said, go follow Haitian BOKOR, ELMERA. Okay, he would more than likely be able to shed more light on this, all right? Check out his content. It's pretty damn dope. And yeah, if you love my hoodie, go check out more, okay? It's May. It's Haitian Heritage Month. Go get some shit, all right? I love you guys so very much. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, do all that, and I'm going to see y'all next time. Bye.